Lumion new material, landscape material. Our next new material is landscape material, and this is one of the coolest materials in Lumion, as we have good amount of grass, rocks, sand, snow, and other materials that can not just be added to our scene but also can be painted and populated with grass, flowers, and rocks. Let's check out this very interesting type of materials. For demonstration purpose of this lecture, I modeled some landscape hills in 3ds Max using editable poly push-pull brushes, then exported my file to the same FBX that we were working on, with the same name and same location. Then I went back to Lumion and then went to Materials, selected a random object from my model, and on the upper right corner here there is a small button called Re-import Model, and between brackets they say hold down Alt key if the file name and or location has changed. In our case, I saved the FBX from Max in the same location with the same file name, so I don't have to press Alt. I will just press Reload, and now our model will get updated with the new landscape I modeled in Max. By the way, after our model gets updated, now I noticed it become much heavier and I experienced some lag while working, and I had to go to settings and decrease my editor's resolution and quality, and also disable the automatic high quality previews so I could be working smoothly. I also saved it in a new file and noticed something, which is that the Lumion file size jumped from 320 megas to 1615 megas, almost 5 times larger, and also that is taking about 13.8 gigas of RAM memory, which is a lot. And that's why I recommend modeling hills and landscape elements inside Lumion. It would be much faster and with better quality. But sometimes we have an exact topography of the land modeled in the 3D program and we have to use it in Lumion. But just bear in mind that comes with a price. Now let's get back to our landscape material. Let me go to our scene, press Material, select that new landscape object and turn it to Landscape Material. And once we turn it into Landscape Material, notice that it took the material of the grasses and the sloped part has turned to rocks. And that applied to all the hills done in the landscape newly imported. But wait a minute. I turned that into a landscape material, but how can I control it? I just have this landscape icon down here and nothing to change. Well, let's press OK, and here is that trick. To control that material, we will have to change the mood to the landscape category. We will learn every bit of that mood later in the course. But for now, we will learn about the materials part. Make sure this paint brush icon at the lower left here is highlighted by clicking on it. And we have here 4 slots of landscape materials. In the first slot, we have grass, and that one is the main landscape material applied to most of our scene. Let me press that upper arrow here, and now we have this palette of landscape textures to choose from. And also we can choose custom diffuse and custom normal if we want to use an external textures. So let's change that grass to Egypt sand by clicking here. And there we can see the grass has turned to desert sand, just like that. How about that second slot? Well, let's change it from that to this. And nothing changed. Let me change the third one to farmland. Also nothing happens. Man, let's change that last one to Nevada grass and still nothing. So what's the deal with those 4 slots? And oh, there is another slot on the right here as well called side rocks, and that controls those rocky parts on the slopes here. Let me change it. Ah, there you go. It's changed, and it's automatically placed on sloped parts like those ones, and we can change it to whatever we want, or we can press here on toggle rock to turn it all off or on. And what about that small photo here? Choose landscape? Well, if we click on it, it's like choosing the theme for our landscape materials. We have many presets of matching landscape materials, like this type of reddish sand with this reddish rocks, or this white snow that matches with this gray rocks, and so on. Let me select one of these, and that changed all the 4 slots with matching materials of the desert. Let me choose another green preset, and now all types of grasses are used in those slots, and that reflects in the scene as well. So let's get back to our 4 slots now and see how can we make the best use of them. We knew that the first one is the main, and that one is for rocks. Let's now use the second one, turn it to grass, and keep it selected. And notice that now we have a brush to paint our landscape. And that brush has 3 sliders here. First one is the brush size. Let me make it bigger like that. And that yellow area is the brush size. And with it, we paint our landscape by clicking our left mouse button and dragging. But we will now have to increase the second slider, the brush speed. Increase it, and once we click on our landscape, brush paints grass all over the area we paint, just like that. The last slider controls tile size. Increase it, and that texture of grass gets bigger. Decrease it, and that texture gets smaller, like that. Let me go ahead and paint some grass around the landscape. And let me go to the third slot, paint with another material. And let me get my artistic part and paint all over. And also use that 4th slot to paint some sand. And I'm really enjoying this. The good thing is those areas that we paint will not be lost. We can change what's painted in those areas by changing the slot materials like that. So we can go ahead and choose matching materials even after we paint. And also we can control its tile size as well. And with a couple of clicks, we can change the whole theme by changing the presets like that. I can also change that concrete material from our model to landscape and start painting as well. Another very cool feature is that you can assign landscape grass to this slot. If we hover over the landscape materials slots, a small icon of grass appears at the lower left called assign landscape grass to this slot. If we click it, it should do what it says, but only if this feature was set to on. To activate this feature, we will have to go to landscape grass icon here and press that on button. Once it is set to on, 3D grass will appear on that grass area and we can control its options from here, like grass size, grass height, and grass wildness. And now 3D grass has been set all over the landscape. And now that it's on, we can see that icon of grass is now in the middle of the slot, indicating that this material now has 3D grass. We can assign that 3D grass to the second slot by clicking the small grass icon on the second slot like that. And now the grass will appear at the areas painted by the second slot with the same color as that material, like these brown grasses here. We can assign the landscape grass to the third slot also, but as you can see, only one of these slots can have 3D landscape grass applied to it. If we set it on the third slot, grass will be only on the areas painted by the third slot, like that. If we don't want it in any slot, we can always go to this icon and set it to off. Another cool thing we can do is that we can add more 3D elements to our grass in these slots here. If we press edit type like that, we now have the option to add flowers, small bushes, rocks, leaves, and stones to our 3D grass. For example, we can add this stone gray here like that, and now stones has been added to my 3D grass. Let me decrease my grass size to see it better. And there they are. We can go on and add more elements to the slots here, like dead leaves, rocks, flowers, add another flowers, and another flowers, and all those will be added to the landscape 3D grass. And if we assign it to other material slot, all the 3D rocks and flowers will go along to the other slot as well. Yeah, and one more thing before we finish. If we go to the landscape grass and click over this 3D element, we have these sliders appears that controls size like that, make size random, and spread of that 3D element like that. And that goes individually for each slot of the 3D elements added to the grass. And with this landscape material, we can go on and make amazing organic and realistic landscape materials like these.